Egyptian President Mohammed Morsi has attempted to distance himself from the arrest of one of the country's most popular critics, saying the detention and interrogation of Bassem Youssef was a matter for the judiciary to tackle. A statement from Morsi's office said the Egyptian government fully supports freedom of speech and expression, and that ongoing charges against him of insulting the presidency and Islam, which are both criminal charges in the country, stem from an individual citizen complaint. Youssef was questioned in Cairo and then released to the cheers of thousands of supporters earlier in the week. Egypt's government has filed arrest warrants against another 5 anti-government activists, which has prompted Morsi's opponents to warn of a campaign to intimidate his critics. Egypt's apparent campaign to silence government opponents has drawn fire abroad. In an article entitled "A Joke Too Far," Britain's independent newspaper said Morsi targeted Youssef in a political witch hunt. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry warned Egypt may be backsliding in its transition to democracy, while the U.S. Embassy in Cairo posted on its website a link to a performance by the American humorist Jon Stewart, who is a personal friend of Youssef's, and who pulled no punches with Morsi, dredging up an infamous speech during which the Egyptian leader called Jews descended from apes and pigs.
Okay, 2 things. On the descended from apes front, I've got some bad news for you. It turns out it's more common than you might think. And as for the pig thing, come on! If you're gonna insult the Jews, you can't go with a kosher animal, your goats?
The Morsi administration did not think that that was at all funny. An official tweet from Morsi's administration to the U.S. Embassy reads, "It's inappropriate for a diplomatic mission to engage in such negative political propaganda." In Egypt, journalists said the Muslim Brotherhood Party, which Morsi heads, is conducting a concerted campaign to suppress any kind of criticism. Government spokesmen, like President Morsi, deny it ever happens. For decades, Egyptian journalists have been struggling for freedom of expression against repressive regimes. Youssef has said he will go on making fun of whoever deserves it, in Egypt or anywhere else.